So, with the blood echoes, do they work in the same way as the souls? You use them for both currency and for leveling, or is there a separate leveling? Okay.
You use it for both currency and leveling. And I don't know how it quite works yet, but they've somehow made it so that you need a resource in order to ask for assistance from other players.
Oh, okay.
It's called Insight. I'm not 100% sure how it works yet, but I'm sure it'll be explained more as the game progresses. Okay, we're looking pretty suave in our new hunter gear. Looking more like Van Helsing. I quite like it. Switch over to our blonde. The fact that I put on those steampunk glasses makes it look that extra little bit more badass. It kind of look like the main character out of Trigun, which is a really old anime if you've ever watched it.
Yeah, I remember Trigun. I've not seen all of it, but damn, that was a really cool anime actually.
It was actually quite cool. I liked it. But yeah, we're done here. There's nothing else we can really do. So let's get back into the fray. Because we opened our shortcut, we can get back into things. And I'm probably gonna go straight in to fight the first boss of the game. So wish me luck!
Good luck, man. I believe you won't need it.
I definitely don't need it. Let's do a SpongeBob where... No, I don't need it. Where when it comes to it, I need it. I need it more than ever! Okay, back to Central Yharnam. Let's take out Kane and smack some people across the face. Oh! Bloody hell. The attack patterns of the enemies you really need to learn. Because they may go into one animation and then stop, and then switch up their animation depending on how long they'll wait. Because these guys are smart. They can adapt if they know you're waiting for them to do a certain thing. They'll go for slashes, stabs, a combination of both. At one point they'll take their time between attacking in certain ways, and other times they won't. They just switch up their tactics so much that you are going to get hit.
So it sort of makes the learning curve even steeper, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the thing about, you know, Dark Souls and Demon Souls and potentially Bloodborne too. I don't know whether it's too early to tell at this point, but it was really much like old school gaming where you just have to keep dying to learn how to do it.
Yeah. It's the whole act of, if you fail, you're punished for your failures because you need to learn. And when you do learn, not just will you feel the huge gratification of finally beating something that you found super hard, but you'll also get rewarded for it. And as you said, that's very much an old school game way of making it.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I love this series. Because it feels so... It's new, and it feels new. But there's also so many classic elements to it. That it's the ultimate blend of both.
It definitely has the whole concept of try again.
Yeah, definitely. It's got that nailed down because the game's crafted in such a way, and more so for Dark Souls 2 side. I can't really say for Bloodborne yet because of how early it is. But they're constructed in such a way so that you can't blame the game mechanics for killing you. You've got to really blame yourself. Because it's most likely you're the reason as to why you died. Because you may have overstepped a boundary. You may have just gone a little bit too far for your own good.
Yeah. Being headstrong is handy, but also could be a downfall.
Pretty much.
What is this? Sorry. Like I say, I'm a few seconds behind, but I see a couple of crows or something like that jumping at you.
And I died. Crap.
Or turkeys. Is this the boss or?
No,
I can't remember.
that's a regular dude.
Damn.
And basically, it's a big mutated guy with bandages on his head that carries around a cinder block, which he smashes you with.
Jeez. Yeah, he is vicious.
Yeah, and it's him. And you have to fight him while fighting 3 ravens, which are huge. and that are so huge that they have lost the ability to fly.
It looks like they've lost the ability to do anything but flap frantically in your general direction.
Basically, like they see you, they just go. Ah! You know? Don't know why they make the sound of a goose, but. Ah!
Alright sort of size for a goose, I guess. Goose, I guess?
Goose guessing. Yeah. Right, I need to try and save my Molotovs for him, because he's going to be the big beastie. Actually, I would say I would try to beat him without using a Molotov and keep them for the boss, but I'm pretty certain I'll be fine against the boss without any Molotovs. I say that now, I'll probably regret it later, we'll soon find out. I also need to get used to the idea of actually using my secondary weapon.
Yeah, it seems like that could be the saving grace a lot of the time.
Yes. And also, like, because I played Dark Souls quite a bit before this, trying to get into the mindset of everything, relearning the things I did know. And everything I've learned so far is not helping.
That's good. That's a good thing to hear.
It's so good. Like, it was a bit worrying at first because I was like, wow, all that training for nothing. But then the new game part of me came up saying, wait, all that training was for nothing. That's good! Because that now means you can't just play Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 and go into Bloodborne and with a mentality of, I know what it's all about, I'll wreck it. Because there's so, like, the new things are ever so slight, like switching out your weapons so that they go into different modes, and obviously the firearms as a sidearm. But the differences are so well crafted that no matter how small the difference may be, it's such a huge difference when it comes to actually pushing the buttons and the actual gameplay itself.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that it's not like, because I think obviously if you're good at Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, you're gonna find this game a lot easier than you would if you came into it fresh. But it's still encouraging to hear that even veterans will find it tough.
Oh yeah.
And you're testament to that, because in the Dark Souls 2 run that you did, how many deaths did you have by the end of it? It was under 100, wasn't it?
30?
No, you had more than that. I think it was like 70, wasn't it?
It's like maybe 60. I want to say 60.
Yeah, let's go 60 then. That's pretty impressive considering, like.
But bearing in mind that was my first time beating the game through the main story, no armor.
You did really great, like, and as much as I want you to do good, I have to be the antagonist, and I want you to die a lot in this. I want to see you suffer.
Right. This is the other thing as well. So obviously this is a note left by a player, which, as you can see, like the little messenger dudes have different hats on depending on what the message or the thing is. Like when people have their ghosts and you can see how they died, they have like top hats like with the old school Victorian undertakers. So those guys. With this guy, you might be able to see, you might not, but they've got little hunter hats on, with just holding the message up at you, which is just adorable. I love it. And so, with these messages that people leave, you can either praise them, saying it's a fine message, or completely shun them and say this is a foul message. So you're no longer saying good or bad, or giving them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's now literally. If like I'm gonna say fine on this one, saying remember rolling, saying this is a fine note. There's even more gentleman elements in this, and I love it. Okay. Here we go. Now this may seem like a straightforward avenue with this ain't gonna be a boss. This is the thing. There's no fog gates. You enter an area with a boss fight, the area closes off behind you. That's it. You don't see it coming. I only know this is coming because I've faced him already plenty of times with demos and the first time playing through the game. So, pepper your Angus. The first boss fight. is here. Let's go.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe to VGU Gaming on YouTube for some more gaming action in the future. Or if you want to, also follow us on our twitch.tv channel in the description below, so that you can be automatically notified for when we go live on Twitch TV. Until next time, we'll be seeing you on the other side.